Right, I just hit upon a subject change because that's just where my head went. But I want to talk a little bit about personality disorders and spirituality because I think they're really relevant to like my own personal kind of set of circumstances. So like the ADHD thing, it's like it took me 8 years to get diagnosed with ADHD. Everyone kept telling me something was wrong. But then everyone kept telling me there was nothing was wrong and it was all me and rah-de-rah-de-rah. And then I finally found out, yes, you do have ADHD. And then all of a sudden that meant I was supposed to be better from it because no one knew about it. And suddenly found I had been diagnosed with a moot point. You get diagnosed with diabetes, people know roughly what might be happening. They don't know what type of diabetes, they don't know how you manage it, whatever, but they know roughly what you're going to talk about. But, you know, I'm like, not long after I'm diagnosed, I've got shit happening all in the news and all over Facebook and going, oh, do you hear the bloke that invented ADHD? He's now said it's all over bollocks. Oh, I fucking knew it. You're all fucking lying bastards. Just shut up and get on with it. That's what I had to fucking face. And it was like, thanks. Thanks. Like, the thing that had been the fucking bane of my fucking life. And just imagine a world where you were always wrong. Every fucking time that you had ever got fucking angry with anyone about fucking anything, you were always wrong and everyone else agreed. How would you feel about yourself? And then you finally think, I knew I'd been struggling with something. I knew it. I'd known for ages. As soon as I started reading it, I was thinking, oh my fucking God, that really fucking is me. And I had bundles of fucking years and years of fucking evidence to show it. And then it was just a discussion point. I've heard people say, I don't believe in ADHD. It's not religion. All I know is there's a fucking set of symptoms that affected me greatly. And it was only when I went on an ADHD website and people were saying exactly the fucking same things as me. And I was thinking, yeah, that's... So probably what led to me starting to make these videos is like there is a mindset that you battle. And there's generalised opinions about everything that people are fucking immovable from. So we need to start moving them. We really do. But then it was like, because I'm into spirituality, everyone starts saying, no, you don't have ADHD, you're an indigo. You're an indigo child. And maybe I am, but there's this sort of theory behind it that they've invented ADHD apparently, that to then give you the medicines to suppress your mind because they're scared of your supernatural powers. But again, it's like, it's happened again with the schizotypal one. That was the one that really, really flashed the big alarm bells for me. Was because of the eccentric, viewed as an eccentric, and I get called that all the time, and it's, tendency to dress outrageously, strange modes of speech, often believes themselves to have a sixth sense. So like, I'm the best form of fucking psychic. When people say I'm an empath, I say, do you know you're not, you're psychic. And they never know what to do with it, but they're clairsentience is clear feeling. And it's when you feel the feelings of others, and I do that, I always have done that. I feel the presence, I know where their presence is, I can feel all sorts of things of people. Which was one of the hugest things that really hit me hard about this, because it's like the best way that I have of interpreting the world was suddenly called into fucking question each and every time. Could be completely and utterly fucking wrong. Every single thing that you think you know could be totally fucking wrong. Try and live your life like that. Every conversation that you fucking have, knowing you've got this fucking like fear of rejection. Everyone again thinks relationships, but it's rejecting a friendship, not being as happy to see you as they are to see other people, and all that kind of shit. You've got that going on every single time you interact with another human being. You might be totally fucking wrong about whether they're happy to have you there or not, or whether they're pissed off or anything. Could be completely fucking wrong. Now go and live your life. But it was the believing to have a sixth sense. And the other one that I have is claircognizance. Some say cognitions, but it means clear knowing. And I know enough that I have literally opened people up like a fucking watch without knowing. It's why I do a lot of the shit that I do now. Because I blurt things out. That's what I start doing when I start doing readings. I blurt shit out. And it's not really me talking. It's just something comes to me and I just say, oh, you're frightened because of this. You think that's going to happen. It's just, I know shit. And isn't that cool? The coolest of psychic abilities. You've got clairvoyance. They see visions. A clairaudience. They hear voices. Yeah, but that's easy. Anyone can look at pictures and have it fucking spoken to them. I just know it. I don't know how I know. I just know. But again, that would be like, I believe in angels. I really fucking do. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me for that. Because it's like, I believe in it with the same passion as people who have a religion. You may have noticed I've got the Lord Ganesh behind me. It's just, I love Hindu shit. I'm not Hindu. But if you're going to believe in any deity, I'd rather believe in a fluorescent orange elephant with 4 fucking arms than a judgmental bastard on a cloud. It's just my own personal preference. But you know, objectively, someone would look at me and say, Mr. Humphrey believes that he can channel angels and heal people with his hands. And it sounds utterly ridiculous. And that's like the mental health service's description of me. And like I say, I've told all of this fucking shit to the right people. And when I told them the sort of shit that happens, it was the sort of things that people might think you should. And I made a video about it, and I said, but by the way, I was saying to this, there was a psychiatrist 2 doors down, and they were the people who had the power to instantly section me under the Mental Health Act and send me straight to hospital if I'd have needed to be in hospital, and they didn't do that. That's a good thing about when you're really honest in a room like that. If they don't take that sort of action, then you can walk out there knowing that you're not fucking insane. And anyone that says you're fucking mad, you can say, well, actually, mate, I've just come from the psychiatrist and he was okay with it. And I've actually rolled such shit like that out before. It's fucking hilarious. What is it? It's like the film. What film is it? According to my last psychiatric evaluation. Yes. It's, fucking, what's it? I might even get a film here. Hang on. It's the one with Nicolas Cage in it, and Face Off. Is it Face Off? I'll go with Face Off. But yeah, it's like, do you know what? All of this shit, it's like a load of people, you know, some people say you've got ADHD. I don't even believe it. Actually, no, you don't have ADHD. You're a spiritually gifted person. It's like, in amongst it all, I'm just suffering. I don't give a fuck what you call it. I don't give a shit what you call it. It's just fucking horrible. Can we just agree with that? That's the bit I want people to talk about, not what it should be classified as or that sort of shit. And you know, it's I just found it interesting because there is that very big link between the fact that, like, you know, I'm calling it a spiritual gift, and if there is all these people that are out to suppress spiritually gifted people by saying they've got mental health disorders, and it's like, well, I'm very spiritually gifted, and this is how many mental health disorders they say I have. It's just like, there's like a big sort of pattern there. If you want to see it, I don't know. I just know it's been fucking painful to be alive for a long time. It's been really difficult. It's been hard to muster enough to just try and exist around people sometimes, because I can't not speak about this. It's all my fucking life is. It's all my head is since I got given that. Blow me out the fucking water. So I can't not talk about it. It's like, people say, how are you? I'm all right. What have you been up to? Not a lot. It's not a lot I can be up to at the moment. There really fucking isn't. There really fucking isn't. And it, you know, at least knowing that has made me thought, well, yeah, you know, I've not been working, and I could have been, and I've been guilting myself about it. But actually, no, I shouldn't have been guilting myself about it. I made the right fucking choice. I still believe that. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about the way I'm living my life at the moment. It's not always approved of. It's necessary. It's necessary because it's not fucking easy. It's not. But yeah, there's a definite link to spirituality. It's another one of those things which is like, I joked about the fact that, like, wearing my clothes a lot more brightly, and then suddenly that's part of the schizotypal thing. I've literally not read that, and I've been dressing like this for years. And when I was dressing like that, I was more and more stating who I was. And like I said in another video, it was getting reflected back to me. That's the word people say, it really looks like you really suit it. And that's the best compliment I can get. So it seems the more and more I aligned myself with my heart's desires and my presentation of myself, the more and more I objectively show signs of a severe personality disorder. So it's like, it's a kind of ironic one, but the people say, well, can't you just say it's just you? And I was thinking, well, in a way, you're kind of right. The more I was just me, the more my symptoms were apparent. But yeah, I think I'm gonna return to this point because I've gone over 10 minutes again. I'm a very naughty boy. I'm really sorry.